Over the past couple of weeks, I have been obsessed with squishies. Specifically, Orby squishies. I have so many Orbeez in my apartment right now, it's actually insane. But even though I've made a million Orby squishies at this point, there are still so many viral squishies that I haven't even tried to make yet. Today, we're gonna try to make as many of these viral squishies as we can. Let's get started. Now, you may be asking, Erin, why do you have two Dr. Squish squishy making machines? Well, that's because I found one of them at the thrift store and I tried to use it. As you can see here from my shorts, there were so many fails. This is because when you buy one of these new, it's supposed to come with a stopper, which absolutely changes the entire game of squishy making. So I went out and I bought myself a new one. The first viral squishy that we're gonna be making today is going to be, drum roll please, rocks.
Whoa.
One of the most viral kinds of squishies that have been blowing up right now are the crunchy, question mark, is it called crunchy? I don't know, crunchy squishies? Squishies that have hard objects inside because it's sort of like a stress ball feeling to play with them. If this breaks the squishy, you legally have to subscribe to me and get this video to 500,000 likes if you think I should put an entire volcano inside of a squishy. Actually, if this video does hit like 10,000 likes, I'll put whatever the top comment is into a squishy, as long as it's like somewhat reasonable. So starting off here, nice and up close and personal, we already have our plastic of our squishy in there, like the actual squishy material. And now from my experience working with this squishy machine, you sort of just, oh no, I have a secret to tell you guys. So when I'm filming this video, it's actually like literally midnight right now, and I'm trying really hard not to wake up my neighbors who are right behind that wall. So what did I do? Oh, I decided I was gonna play with rocks at midnight on a school night. This is the thing that is so important. Okay, now all you have to do is open this up. I'm actually still not 100% sure if I'm using this device even correctly. That looks pretty cool, right? If you've never seen one of these squishy videos from me before, basically you take it up and you twist it, and then you take this little gadget, just pop it on there. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. Now you remove the stopper and we should be left with an incredible, viral, amazing squishy. Let's see. I don't know if maybe this would be better if I added water to it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because a lot of the times when people make squishies with these, they always add water to them. And I feel like that could just be like an extra added bonus to this weird rock squishy. I feel like I could really use this squishy if I went on like a really stressful hike or something. Imagine you're just like walking down the hiking trail in the woods and you see a bear and you're like, wow, I sure am stressed out in this moment. I wish I had something that could relieve my stress and anxieties, but also be themed like nature. Fret not, you have a squishy full of rocks. Wow. Also, it can double as a bear fighting off weapon because it's pretty freaking heavy. That hurt my hand just doing that 3 times. So imagine if that hit the side of a bear, forget about it. You have no bear troubles. If you would also like this hiking trail bear squishy, hit me up on Instagram. I'm willing to sell it for a price. I'll give it to the highest bidder, starting at $10,000. DM me. It might be broken by then, but send me a message. We'll see what we can work out. Squishy number 2 is going to be something that I don't think I've really seen anybody do, actually. I know I said viral squishies, but I sort of wanted to create my own brand new viral squishy. This is the Kinetic sand squishy. Now, I'll be honest, until right now, as of making this video, the only squishies I have ever made have been Orbeez squishies and nanotape squishies. So I'm kind of out of my element here. And I also got the wrong kind of kinetic sand. Who knew there were different kinds of kinetic sand? I certainly didn't.
Buenos dias!
Did you know there were different kinds of kinetic sand?
Yes, my dream is to roll in all of them at once.
Ooh.
This one's on my bucket list.
Okay, you're taking over the whole video right now, and I need you to remember that this is not about you.
Apologies.
Thank you. You know the expression? It's not an expression. It's like a thing that millennials say, which not derogatory millennial at all. Just typically millennials say Velcro dog. He's my Velcro dog. I meant to get the like cool kinetic sand that's like pink and purple, but I accidentally got the one that just actually looks like sand. Why do they make that? Because then I could just go get sand. But I guess that sand would probably not be very kinetic, so I guess it makes sense. But yeah, this literally looks exactly like sand. If you can't actually play with the sand inside of the squishy, it might just feel like sand inside of a squishy. Also, I was talking for too long again, so now I think I overfilled it. Whoa, this looks really strange. Oh, I'm very excited about this one. Now, the real question is, should I do pink or purple for the tie on here? Everybody comment down below. Pink or purple? I'm trying to see into the future to see what you guys are saying in the comments. Everybody's saying pink for some reason. That's honestly kind of surprising. I thought you guys were gonna say purple, but whatever, we're doing pink. I am a little bit scared of these because of how many times they've exploded in my face. Oh, look at my brick. Wow. Oh, this is so hard to play with. This is so much less cool than I expected. Oh my gosh, now it's just, ugh. This is actually like painful for my hands to play with this right now. Oh, it sounds like a drum. I play the squishy. I could totally make a band out of my squishies, I feel like. Because this one makes this noise. That's the bass. This is the plastic straw falling on the ground. A classic part of any band, actually. I am honestly not a big fan of this one, if I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, to be honest, I'm honestly not a fan. It's honestly just too dense to do anything with, and I feel like if I gave this to anyone, they would really not enjoy it very much. So I'm gonna rate this squishy a solid 3. Honestly, it's just way too dense, and I feel like if I gave this to someone, they would legitimately not enjoy it. It's kind of fun when you do that though. Look at how many marks I left on it. Yeah, definitely not as cool as the rock one, but I have a feeling that the next one is going to be a lot better. So let's find out. The squishy that I am most excited to do today is our air dry clay squishy. I've made a ton of things out of air dry clay before, but never a squishy. And I'm really curious to see how it's actually gonna react inside of it. But before we do that, we have something else that we need to get to. Prepare yourself for this one. Is the Aquaphor slash Vaseline squishy. I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be absolutely disgusting, but at the same time, I feel like it's gonna be worth it, so let's do it. For those of you who don't know, Aquaphor is basically a very hydrating, healing ointment. It's really good for eczema, it's really good for dry skin, and it's one of my favorite skincare products. If you've ever heard the term slugging, it refers to covering your entire face in Aquaphor and sleeping like that. I think I've heard some dermatologists say that that's actually not good for you, but it used to be a trend that people would do all the time. I don't know. I've never tried it. But every time I have dry lips or a dry patch anywhere, this is it. But if you want to keep Aquaphor with you, you don't want to keep it in your pocket, I feel like this would be kind of hard to put in your pocket. I'd much rather have it in a squishy. My hand's gonna be so moisturized after this. Oh, actually I needed that. Wow. Wow, I didn't even notice how dry my lips were this whole video. Oh my gosh. Hope you guys haven't been commenting this whole time and roasting me about how dry my lips are. I'm just kidding. I really barely get hate comments. It's actually quite nice. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe! This is gonna be an issue because the Aquaphor is all around the outside of this squishy already. And it's gonna be really hard to put the stopper on without getting Aquaphor absolutely everywhere. So maybe don't try this one at home. Maybe just try the other ones. Also, shout out to Dr. Squish. I feel like I've seen a couple squishy videos on the internet. People never shout out Dr. Squish directly, but like, this is a revolutionary product right here. Whoa, that is not what I expected that to look like. Scratch that other sentence I was talking about. I want to talk about this now. Do you guys think I should leave all of the air in here, keeping it looking crazy like this, or should I suction it out? That was terrifying. I guess that answers that question. Oh, the Aquaphor is coming out. Oh no, this is the worst thing that could have happened. Oh no. No. Please, squishy gods, listen to me. Why did I think that was gonna work? Just close for me, please. I'll do anything for you. Before, stop. Oh my gosh, it just keeps falling out the top. I'm just gonna try to squish it closed from the bottom. I heard the pop. I think I fixed it. Look, everything's fine. I didn't make a mess. Why did I put it in my mouth? That was so gross. This is actually not that bad. If the entire outside of it wasn't covered in Aquaphor, this is actually like an awesome feeling squishy. Whoa, this is like the perfect texture for the inside of a squishy. Listen, I don't know if the grease that's all over my hands is gonna gross you guys out as much as it's grossing me out, but trust me, this feels amazing in person. If you can do it in a much cleaner way than I did, then I actually recommend this a lot. This is a fantastic squishy. And then if you ever accidentally break your squishy, you just have a ton of healing ointment. That's kind of awesome. I'm gonna give it an 8. No, it's a 9 at least. It's so good. It feels awesome. Wow, I kind of did this one as a joke, but not gonna lie, I think I just found one of my favorite new squishies. Now that that's over, it's time to get into the clays. I love air dry clay. I feel like you can use it for so many things. It's so like easily moldable, and I feel like inside of a squishy, it's just gonna be so perfect. Unfortunately, even though I washed my hands, they're still so covered in Vaseline. Like, this is gonna be a difficult squishy to make. Oh, okay, maybe not. The only thing I'm adding here is gonna be the air dry clay, so this one's gonna be pretty easy, I feel like. What could possibly go wrong? I feel like I always say that before something goes wrong, but seriously, I don't think anything's gonna go wrong with this one. This is gonna be a very simple, easy, squishy tutorial. Everything's going pretty well so far, except for I have absolutely zero grip to get this off of here. Okay, we got it. Now here we are in that cool stage of having, oh, never mind, the exact same thing just happened. But this time it's much less of a problem because I can probably just go like this, I feel like, right? Yeah, when it's not covered in Vaseline, it's a whole lot easier to work with. There we go, we got it on. Now let's see the squishability. Honestly, it's pretty fantastic. Maybe that was dramatic. I'll be honest, it's not great and it's not terrible. I feel like it could be a really fun fidget toy because you could mix together all of this clay on your own, and it could be like a cool little challenge to try to see how the color changes the more you play with the squishy. But I think that my issue here is that I left a little bit of air in here and I should have completely vacuum sealed it out. I think that would have been much better. But overall, I don't hate it. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Surprisingly enough, Vaseline, #1. The rocks are somehow #2. This is #3, even though I thought it was gonna be #1. And this is a hard dead last. Comment what other viral crazy squishy textures I should make. Make sure you subscribe because we're really trying to get to 1.7 million subscribers. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at some point another time, another place. Goodbye.